Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel B&B Glow. Steffy is lured to the beach house by Luna, who holds Ms. Dillon hostage. According to rumors for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa will elude the police and return to the beach house after her encounter with Will Spencer. Luna will take advantage of the fact that Hayes Finnegan and the other children will be present for the school's summer art program to give Hayes another gift. Hayes will then bring it home to Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, who will be with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, when they return to the Cliff House to see what Hayes has brought. Taylor and Steffy could realize that Luna gave them this gift because they are about to get a bombshell. But Luna won't stop creating a stir. As it turns out, Luna will take Hayes' teacher hostage and make her obey commands by holding Ms. Dillon at gunpoint next. Luna will make it apparent that Ms. Dillon has to get Hayes' mother over there as soon as possible because she will want a private confrontation with Steffy. If Steffy calls on the disturbing gift Hayes brought home, Ms. Dillon will reportedly get in touch with her or even answer her call. In any case, Luna will be present to instruct Ms. Dillon on what to say while brandishing her weapon. Ms. Dillon may insist that she wants to speak with someone in person to discuss information pertaining to Luna or anything similar. In any event, Luna will put Ms. Dillon in a difficult situation and set Steffy up for failure. When Ms. Dillon is finally restrained and hidden away, Luna will surprise Steffy with the one-on-one confrontation she desires. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy and Luna will have some difficult moments together, but Luna's plan won't work out. Stay tuned as Sheila Sharp will receive updates on some unsettling news and play a significant role in what's to come. Grace's news: Ms. Dillon forced, Luna flees. Spoilers for the week of June 30, 2025, have been released for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans should anticipate that Luna Nozawa will run for it. But the villain won't get very far. Be prepared for Ms. Dillon to be compelled to transport Steffy Forrester Finnegan to the makeshift art school. Grace Buckingham has an update regarding Liam Spencer in the meanwhile. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Luna Nozawa runs away. First up is Luna, who recently learned that Will Spencer is wired. Despite having a loaded gun, the young woman believes the police are only paying attention. Even though she isn't bringing up the pistol, she is unaware that they are also observing and can see it. Luna flees and escapes at some time during Monday's show. But Luna won't travel too far. At school, she will eventually corner Hayes. By the middle of the week, Taylor Hayes and Steffy are taken aback by what Hayes brings home from school. Ms. Dillon at the temporary art school run by Hayes Forrester Finnegan. By requesting Luna to instruct the children, Ms. Dillon was attempting to do something constructive. When Luna tells the teacher to bring Steffy down to the school, she will realize what a terrible mistake she did. The bad news for Grace Buckingham. Grace is going to give Liam another checkup. It appears that Grace will be breaking unpleasant news to Liam once more. Liam's symptoms will likely worsen since his brain tumor seems to be getting worse. However, it would make sense for Liam to remove Luna because his life is on such a tight deadline. The revelation of Sheila Carter Sharp. According to previews for the week of June 30 on The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Carter Sharp discusses the Spencers' treacherous behavior with Deacon Sharp. Later, Sheila feels agitated after realizing Luna's scheme. Sheila persuades Taylor to divulge crucial information the following day. The week of June 30, 2025. Brooke Logan is confronted with the truth by Ridge Forrester. Ridge's promise to comfort Liam and Hope Logan regarding Luna is also hinted at. But it's possible that Luna will reach Steffy before the police do. Steffy is captured by Luna, Sheila is terrified, and Ms. Dillon is in danger. There is a teaser clip for the week of June 30, 2025, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. It depicts Luna Nozawa aiming a firearm at Jacqueline McInnes Wood's character, Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, is cautioned by Sheila Carter Sharp in the meanwhile. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The hope of Liam Spencer. First, let's talk about Liam Spencer. According to the official spoilers, Grace Buckingham provides him with another update. Sadly, the news is not good. The preview footage then shows Liam telling Hope Logan that he wants as much time as possible while holding up a bottle of medication. However, the medication doesn't seem to be working. Given our next plot, it's intriguing to ponder that Liam may not have as much time as he believes. The warning of Sheila Carter Sharp. Following the failure of Will Spencer's wiring plan, Luna fled. Sheila will come to the terrible realization that Luna is a fugitive. Sheila warns Taylor about Luna as she turns to face her. Luna said she had one more thing to do before she left town, the waitress informs the psychiatrist. Sheila will understand that Luna was referring to Steffy, of course. Steffy's call to the art school is the issue, but it's merely a ruse to get her there. Taylor Hayes' tough choice. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, the preview footage depicts Sheila urgently attempting to alert Taylor about Luna. Sheila may be aware of Luna's destination, but she may not be aware of the address. Or perhaps Taylor is hesitant to inform Steffy that Sheila truly wants to meet with her to warn her. Taylor may ultimately come to the conclusion that Steffy's life is worth the chance. Can Sheila and Taylor arrive in time, as Steffy is at that art school and Ms. Dillon is confined? Will was meant to be rescued from Luna by the police, but Deputy Chief Bradley Baker failed to take prompt action. Moving on, viewers are accustomed to that from police officers in soap operas, of course. The week of June 30, 2025. Ms. Dillon at the temporary art school is finally cornered by Luna. The teacher is shown on camera gagged and bound in a closet. Luna, meantime, is pointing a revolver at a frightened Steffy. Is it possible to save Steffy, or will Luna pull the trigger? What is the plot that you are most excited to see? When Luna flees, does Remy come to her aid? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa is armed and on the run. Luna pulled a gun on Will Spencer Jr., and a warrant for her arrest will be issued shortly, even if she didn't say anything to implicate herself on camera. Luna can still rely on one person, though. Here's what B&B has planned for next week. Luna Nozawa has already committed several felonies, so Baker won't need any more to obtain an arrest warrant for her, regardless of whether she really shoots and kills anyone on Bold and Beautiful. Even though she didn't pull the trigger, she sealed her fate in prison the moment she pulled the gun on Will. Luna's final pal in Los Angeles. Dr. John Finnegan, Sheila Carter, Poppy Nozawa, and Bill Spencer all abandoned Luna, so she can't really ask them for assistance. She can, however, still rely on one friend in Los Angeles. Will Luna show up at Remy Price's house and persuade him to assist with her concealment? B&B spoilers indicate that Remy isn't exactly a good citizen and has committed a lot of wrongdoing. Does Remy aid Luna while she's running? We would be supporting Remy Price and Luna Nozawa as a couple if they weren't both sociopaths because they truly have a lot in common. There was undoubtedly some connection between the two characters when they ran into each other at the shooting range. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy will probably assist Luna Nozawa and provide her with a hiding place since he will find the notion of her shooting his competitor will so intriguing. Do you believe that Luna will have a covert ally in Remy? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Remy's hiding place for Luna, caught in the crossfire of criminal mayhem. A new twist is emerging in the glamorous world of The Bold and the Beautiful, where high fashion meets even greater stakes in treachery, love, and family turmoil. This new twist pulls the innocent into the shadows of a perilous past. A young lady whose ambitions are as intricately sewn as the Forrester designs she works with, Luna Nozawa, is suddenly at the epicenter of a criminal storm that nobody anticipated. According to spoilers, Luna has disappeared because she is being hunted, not because she fled from love or sadness. And in an unexpected turn of events, Remy, a shadowy new character with his own secrets, has taken on the role of her guardian, shielding her from an increasingly dangerous situation. However, the issue still stands. Why is Luna suddenly a target, and what is Remy hiding? A little, delicate wave sets off the drama. Luna starts getting mysterious texts. She initially believes it to be a miscommunication, possibly caused by a jealous rival or stalker fan. However, the tone becomes more heated. They're following her. Someone breaks into her flat. Her designs disappear. Remy intervenes and begs her to be quiet just as she is ready to call the cops. He asserts that it will only get worse if she calls the police. Luna first objects. Who is this man to give her instructions? Remy, however, is aware of things he shouldn't. He uses names that she has never said out loud. He discloses that the past of her mother Poppy, which she has always concealed, might not actually be buried. Remy isn't just any old guardian. According to spoilers, he has strong connections to Poppy's pre-Los Angeles past, before the Nozawas were drawn into the worlds of Forrester and Logan. Remy says he left behind his past as a former associate of a syndicate that had operated a high-level extortion scheme in Tokyo and smuggled stolen fashion designs. However, Poppy created strong enemies years ago when she refused to abide by the group's demands. And now those adversaries are coming back, this time for Luna rather than Poppy. Why Luna? Since she is in possession of what they desire. She isn't even aware of it. Insider rumors suggest that Luna might have inherited more than just her mother's beauty and talent. A code, yes, a real digital code that was included into the pattern design by Poppy years ago while she was attempting to smuggle evidence against the syndicate out of Japan, is concealed in one of Luna's most recent sketches. The criminal network thinks Luna is using the design to expose them when she unintentionally utilized it again for her fashion internship. She is a menace because of that. She is therefore a target. Remy, who says he has become an informant but still has connections to that underworld, takes Luna to a location outside of Los Angeles. This isn't your average log cabin in the woods, either. No, according to the teasers, it's a rough, unfinished safe house tucked away in San Francisco's industrial backstreets, complete with armed security cameras, untraceable phones, and blackout curtains. After a comfortable and opulent upbringing, Luna now finds herself in a strange world where trust is an unaffordable luxury. Luna and Remy's relationship starts out tense. She is upset over being separated from her mother, RJ, and her life. She doesn't trust Remy's outrageous tales until she is shaken to reality by an explosion outside the hideout. She is actually being pursued by someone. Gradually, the tension develops into something more intricate. Remy's strength, protectiveness, and even guilt appeal to Luna. He admits to her that he once loved her mother and that his attempts to save her family were unsuccessful. He is currently attempting to make amends with Luna. However, the hideout is compromised just as Luna starts to trust him. According to spoilers, there is a rogue group operating independently within the syndicate that seeks retribution rather than compromise. The organization receives information about Luna's whereabouts from an unidentified source. Luna is actually caught in the crossfire of the ensuing horrific raid. While Remy fights off the attackers, she sustains enough injuries, not enough to be fatal, to be admitted to a hospital under a false identity. Luna is altered by a near-death encounter. She is suddenly playing a deadly game with greater stakes than she could have ever dreamed of, in addition to being a fashion assistant with lofty goals. RJ, meanwhile, is on a downward spiral back in Los Angeles. No one can explain to him why Luna vanished without saying anything, not even Poppy. According to spoilers, RJ begins investigating and follows Luna's path again. He locates the sketch that is coded. He starts to think that Luna was abducted, not abandoned. The trail gets tighter as his search finally lands him with a private investigator. Poppy is compelled to tell RJ and Finn about her risky past and the individuals who may still have resentment. Finn gets involved. Angrily so, because justice and family are at the core of his moral compass. He insists on participating in the rescue since he thinks Luna is in danger. However, Poppy maintains that the family will only endanger Luna more if they step in too openly. Nevertheless, Ridge, who never backs down, pledges the Forrester resources might to help find her. When it is disclosed that some of the blackmail the syndicate had peddled involves fashion house secrets, Steffy also starts to worry that Forrester Creations itself may be a target. The Bold and the Beautiful enters the realm of suspense at this point. According to spoilers, the drama takes place in several places, including San Francisco, Tokyo, and finally Los Angeles, where the pivotal showdown is scheduled to occur at a significant fashion event. Luna insists on using herself as bait in a daring and dangerous move, wearing the now infamous design on a global scale to attract the criminal leaders in the hopes that the FBI, which is now involved in the case, may apprehend them for good. Remy attempts to dissuade her. He does not want her to put herself in danger. However, Luna has come out of hiding. She desires to regain her life. She desires the return of her future. Above all, she demands that those responsible for upsetting her mothers tranquilly make amends. Every attendee is a possible foe as the fashion extravaganza gets underway. Cameras flash as Luna stands in the spotlight, her dress's design glistening in the illumination. It's a dangerously beautiful moment. Her opponents are waiting somewhere in the crowd. From the shadows, Remy observes. RJ gets there in time to see the mayhem break out. And Remy is the one who jumps in front of Luna at the last second, when the assassin brandishes a weapon from the second balcony, taking a bullet intended for her. According to spoilers, Remy barely makes it out alive. At least in Luna's opinion, his sacrifice solidifies his atonement. The FBI and an undercover Steffy, who once again demonstrates that she is as astute in the field as she is in the boardroom, lead a sting operation that results in the culprit's capture. Luna is safe, but she will never be the same. She experiences new depth, strength, and testing in her connection with RJ. For the first time in decades, Poppy also breathes freely. The Bold and the Beautiful ultimately does what it does best, which is to take viewers on an emotional journey through danger, heart, glitz, and beauty. More than just a side plot, Luna's story develops into a narrative about identity, resiliency, and the legacy our parents leave behind. And one of the most talked about figures in recent memory is Remy, the unlikely hero. Because sometimes the most daring decisions lead to the most beautiful moments. Furthermore, in the world of the Bold and the Beautiful, confronting danger head-on may be more liberating than running away from it. As she races to save Steffy's life, Sheila Carter turns into an unlikely hero. Sheila Carter has to act quickly to stop longtime foe Steffy Forrester from carrying out her granddaughter Luna's murderous scheme. As Sheila emerges as an unlikely hero, Taylor discloses the location of the beach house. The desperate attempt by Sheila to rescue Steffy from Luna's deadly trap. Racing to save Steffy's life, the woman who shot her. The most startling confrontation in Bold and Beautiful history is set to take place at the beach mansion. The woman who physically shot Steffy Forrester and abandoned her in 2022, Sheila Carter, is now frantically trying to save her from Luna Nozawa's murderous scheme. Wait until you hear how this is all unfolding if that sentence doesn't make your head spin. Luna's horrifying scheme takes a horrible turn. This is where everything starts to get completely crazy. We're not talking about your typical soap opera breakdown when we say that Luna has gone utterly insane. Ms. Dillon, the teacher at gunpoint, is being forced by this girl to entice Steffy to the beach house. The arrangement? A fictitious parent-teacher conference concerning little Hayes Finnegan. Because in Luna's deranged world, it seems like exploiting an innocent child as bait for murder is just another Tuesday. But hold on, things get worse. When Steffy shows up, expecting to talk about her son's finger painting development or whatever, she will discover Ms. Dillon bound and Luna prepared to kill her once and for all. And why? Because Steffy is the only thing separating Luna from her father, Finn, in her insane thinking. Everything is changed by Sheila's shocking discovery. This is the point at which the universe formally flips. Sheila finds out about her granddaughter's murderous scheme. Yes, that Sheila, the one with a criminal history longer than the Pacific Coast Highway. Though the specifics are still unclear, did she overhear? Did Luna make a mistake during one of their conversations? Did accomplice Remy Price have a conscience? Sheila knows her granddaughter is about to breach a line that even she wouldn't. Okay, so she has and would cross it, but it seems that she no longer does so with Finn's family. The unimaginable partnership, Sheila and Taylor join forces. In what could be the most shocking event of 2025, Sheila does something that no one anticipated. She asks Taylor Hayes for assistance. Give it some time to sink in. In order to save the life of another adversary, Sheila Carter willingly goes after one of her long-standing foes. Sheila doesn't think twice when Taylor tells her that Steffy visited the beach house. Running to save her granddaughter from committing the ultimate sin, she is off like a shot. Folks, this is character development. The show would have been enjoyed by old Sheila with some popcorn. In an attempt to save the woman she once attempted to kill, new Sheila is putting herself in danger. I don't know what screams redemption arc more than this. What this signifies for all parties. This will have astronomical repercussions. Consider this. The woman who attempted to remove it will be responsible for Steffy's death. How is that even processed by her? Is a thank you card sent by her? I apologize for the time you shot me, and thank you for saving me from your murderous granddaughter. In the future, family dinners will be really uncomfortable. With his wife, mother, and daughter in the epicenter of a possible murder scene, Finn finds himself enmeshed in this disaster. The man will go bankrupt only from the therapy fees. Sheila just gained a temporary ally in Taylor. For decades, these two have been at each other's necks. Will they develop a new dynamic as a result, or will they quickly return to their animosity after the crisis is over? Luna, too? She's either going to jail, a mental health facility, or the soap opera graveyard, which is where characters go when they've turned into something too heinous to be kept around. The big picture, is redemption actually here? What has fans split is whether Sheila is actually changing or if this is all a part of a complex, protracted scam. Can the shooting of Steffy and Finn, the kidnapping of infants, and the general chaos be erased by a single act of heroism after more than 30 years of villainy? The evidence points to this as being real. Do you recall the time Sheila prevented Kelly Spencer from drowning? Our first indication that the authors were smoothing her edges was that the redemption train is now moving full speed ahead, and really? The storyline is amazing. What takes place at the beach house after that? Here is what we can anticipate based on spoilers and fan conjecture. Will Sheila get there before Luna stops? Yes, but only after a great deal of drama, the smart money says. Physical conflict, maybe shooting, and possibly Sheila receiving a bullet intended for Steffy are all on the table. If Sheila finds herself in the hospital, battling for her life because she saved Steffy, can you imagine the emotional toll it would take? Not to mention poor Ms. Dillon, who is merely attempting to teach children their ABCs when she unexpectedly finds herself entangled in a murderous soap opera plot. Now she's entitled to hazard pay. The greatest twist in soap opera. Everyone is forced into untenable situations in this plot, which makes it true soap opera gold. Is Sheila a hero? Does Steffy feel appreciative of her would-be murderer? Is Taylor collaborating with her deadly foe? Only Bold and Beautiful can produce the kind of complex, intricate, and intense drama that this series offers. Will Sheila's relationship with the Forresters change as a result of this? Will Steffy now need to extend an invitation to Sheila for Thanksgiving dinner? And above all, will this one heroic moment be sufficient to get Sheila some forgiveness when she eventually reverts to villainy?